This is LuxeMind Tactics, where the wealth mindset meets luxury living.
Did you know there are about 15 families that control the majority of the wealth in the United Kingdom? Well, if you didn't, here are the richest families in the UK. We are going to start with the Agarwal family. The Agarwal family is behind Vedanta Resources plc, a global company that started in 1976 and has been under the leadership of Anil Agarwal. What began as a simple cable manufacturing business has evolved significantly over the years. By 2003, the company went public and got listed on the London Stock Exchange. However, in October 2019, Anil Agarwal made the bold decision to take the company private once again. Anil Agarwal has two children, Priya, who works in public relations, and Agnivesh, who serves as the chairman of Hindustan Zinc. Beyond business, Agarwal is deeply committed to philanthropy. In 1992, he established the Vedanta Foundation to launch initiatives aimed at helping the underprivileged achieve financial independence. The foundation has had a massive impact, empowering millions to become self-reliant. Agarwal has also pledged to donate 75% of his family's wealth to charity inspired by Bill Gates. With a family net worth exceeding $10.6 billion, the Agarwals are not only influential in business, but also in their charitable efforts. Next up is the Swire family. The Swire family controls the Swire Group, a massive conglomerate with roots in both Hong Kong and London. Much of the company's focus is in the Asia-Pacific region, with a strong presence in Hong Kong and mainland China, where its operations have long been concentrated. Swire Pacific Limited, the publicly listed arm of the group, oversees the company's activities throughout Asia. Beyond Asia, the parent company, John Swire and Sons Limited, holds interests in various businesses around the world, from Australia and Papua New Guinea to East Africa, Sri Lanka, the US and the UK. The group also manages an extensive real estate portfolio in Asia, particularly in Hong Kong. With a family fortune exceeding $11.1 billion, the Swires have established themselves as a significant force in both global business and real estate. Now let us talk about a family that owns nearly everything in London, the Grosvenor family. The Grosvenor family holds the prestigious title of the Dukedom of Westminster, one of the most esteemed titles in the UK's peerage. This title, Duke of Westminster, was first granted by Queen Victoria in 1874 to Hugh Grosvenor, the third Marquess of Westminster. Notably, it's the most recent dukedom to be bestowed on someone outside the British royal family. Hugh Grosvenor, the current Duke, inherited the title following his father's passing in August 2016. Deeply committed to his family's legacy of social responsibility, he is determined to make a meaningful impact on society. Whether through his philanthropic efforts, support for local charities, or by shaping Grosvenor's business practices, Hugh focuses on creating lasting economic, social, and environmental benefits. With a family fortune surpassing $11.3 billion, the Grosvenors are not only influential in business, but are also dedicated to their role in fostering positive change. It seems many billionaires have been fleeing away from Russia. This is the case with the next family on our list, the Usmanov family. The Usmanov family is led by Alisher Usmanov, a Russian billionaire now based in the UK. Usmanov built his fortune through ventures in mining, metals and strategic investments that followed the collapse of the Soviet Union. He is the largest shareholder in Metallo Invest, a major Russian industrial company, and also owns Kommersant, a prominent publishing house. His business interests don't stop there. Usmanov has a significant stake in Udokan Copper, which is developing one of the world's largest copper deposits. And he's also invested in Megafon, Russia's second-largest mobile phone operator. Beyond these, he holds shares in various global tech companies. With a family wealth exceeding $11.6 billion, the Usmanovs have established themselves as key players in multiple industries worldwide. Next up is the Platt family. The Platt family is led by Michael Platt, the co-founder and managing director of Bluecrest Capital Management, which has grown into Europe's third-largest hedge fund since its inception in 2000. Michael's father was a civil engineering professor at Manchester University, and his mother held an executive role at the university. Interestingly, it was Michael's grandmother who sparked his interest in investing. She guided him through his first stock purchase in trust savings banks that were selling shares to the public. At just 14 years old, Michael made his first significant investment, putting $500 into Common Brothers, a shipping company. He also invested in the newly privatized utilities in the UK during his early years. Today, the Platt family's wealth is estimated at around $11.7 billion, reflecting Michael's successful career in finance. If you are a fan of football, you must have seen those fancy Heineken ads. The next family on our list are the owners of that company, the Carvalho Heineken family. This family is the powerhouse behind the iconic Dutch beer brand, Heineken. The family maintains a 25% stake in the company, with Charlene de Carvalho Heineken, daughter of the late Freddie Heineken, serving as its executive director. Charlene, who is married to Michel de Carvalho, combines both family names as a nod to their partnership. Heineken's story dates back to 1864, when Gerard Adrian Heineken, at just 22 years old, purchased the Amsterdam brewery, De Hooiberg. Today, Heineken operates breweries in over 70 countries, employing around 85,000 people and producing 348 different specialty beers and ciders worldwide. The Carvalho Heineken family's wealth is estimated to be over $13.2 billion. The Weston family. The Weston family, originally from Canada, has built a global business empire with significant interests in the food and fashion sectors. It all began in 1884 when George Weston, a Canadian with American roots, purchased a bakery in Toronto, Ontario, laying the foundation for what would become a family business that now spans the globe. Over time, the Weston family extended its influence to Ireland and the United Kingdom. The family's British holdings are primarily managed through Whittington Investments, which is largely owned by the Garfield Weston Foundation, a British charitable trust that controls 79.2% of the company, with the remaining shares distributed among family members. Whittington Investments owns several well-known businesses, including the bargain fashion retailer Primark, and 100% of the prestigious British stores Fortnum and Mason and Heels. They also hold a majority stake in Associated British Foods. With a family fortune exceeding $15.7 billion, the Weston family has become a major force in both the retail and food industries worldwide. The Mittal family. Lakshmi Mittal is the executive chairman of ArcelorMittal, the world's largest steel producer, and also serves as the chairman of Aperam, a leading stainless steel manufacturer. The Mittal family, which includes his two brothers, Pramod and Vinod Mittal, and his sister, Seema Lohia, who is married to Indonesian businessman Sri Prakash Lohia, is a significant force in the global steel industry. Lakshmi Mittal holds a 38% stake in ArcelorMittal and owns 3% of Queen's Park Rangers, a football club in the English Championship. His influence extends beyond the steel industry. He has been a member of the Goldman Sachs Board of Directors since 2008 and is involved in several high-profile organizations. These include the World Steel Association's Executive Committee, the European Roundtable of Industrialists, the Kazakhstan Foreign Investment Council, the Global CEO Council of the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries, and the World Economic Forum's International Business Council. Additionally, he serves on the Board of Trustees for the Cleveland Clinic. The Mittal family's wealth is estimated at over $19.7 billion, reflecting their powerful presence in both business and global leadership circles. The Poussas family. Guillaume Poussas is a Swiss billionaire entrepreneur who splits his time between the UK and Dubai. He's the CEO and founder of Checkout.com, a payment platform he started in 2012, with the vision of helping businesses offer better payment experiences to their communities. Despite the company's impressive growth over the last decade, with more than 1,600 employees across 19 countries and thousands of enterprise clients, Guillaume still considers Checkout.com to be in its Chapter Zero. Guillaume is also passionate about philanthropy, focusing on improving educational outcomes and access. Alongside this, he actively mentors within the Endeavor Network and invests in startups. The Poussas family's wealth is estimated at over $22.2 billion, reflecting Guillaume's success and influence in the tech industry. The Blavatnik family. This family is led by Sir Leonard Valentinovich Blavatnik, a British-American billionaire and philanthropist of Ukrainian Jewish heritage. Blavatnik made his initial fortune following the collapse of the Soviet Union by acquiring state-owned aluminum and oil assets during the privatization era. Today, he is the majority owner of Warner Music Group and has a wide range of investments in publicly traded companies through his privately held firm, Access Industries Holdings. Among his luxurious properties are a Grade 2 listed building on Kensington Palace Gardens, known as the most expensive street in the world, valued at $200 million, and a Manhattan residence worth over $250 million. Blavatnik is also a significant political donor, particularly to the US Republican Party. Between 2015 and 2016, he contributed $7.4 million to 6 Republican candidates. With a family fortune exceeding $23.3 billion, the Blavatniks are one of the wealthiest families in the world, the Rousing family. Kirsten Rousing, the eldest daughter of Gad Rousing, is a key figure at Tetra Laval, where she serves on the board of directors alongside her brothers, Jörn and Finn Rousing. Each sibling holds a 30% stake in this influential company. Kirsten's impressive background includes a stint as director of the National Stud and active participation in the Jockey Club. In addition to her work with Tetra Laval, Kirsten is a director at the British Bloodstock Agency, which deals with buying and selling racehorses for wealthy clients. She also owns 20% of International Flavors and Fragrances, a firm that creates scents for everything from alcoholic drinks to perfumes, sharing this stake with her brothers. With a family fortune exceeding $24.3 billion, the Rousing family stands among the wealthiest in the world. The Rubin family. Meet David and Simon Rubin, the dynamic siblings whose success story began with their Baghdadi Jewish heritage. Their father, David Sassoon Rubin, and mother, Nancy Rubin, set the stage for their remarkable journey. Simon initially made his mark in the carpet industry, while David started in the scrap metal business. Their breakthrough came with savvy investments in Chelsea's Walton Street and King's Road. Simon's early success enabled him to acquire England's oldest carpet manufacturer, which was in receivership at the time. During the 1970s and 1980s, the brothers expanded their wealth through strategic trades in metals and real estate. In the early 1990s, the Rubins ventured into the Russian metals market. Their firm, Transworld, struck innovative tolling agreements with struggling Russian aluminum smelters. These agreements involved providing raw materials to the smelters in exchange for finished aluminum, which Transworld then sold at a profit. With a family fortune surpassing $25.8 billion, the Rubins have firmly established themselves among the world's wealthiest. The Dyson family. Let's dive into the wealth of the Dyson family, led by James Dyson, a renowned British industrial designer and entrepreneur. James made his fortune with Dyson Limited, famous for his groundbreaking dual cyclone bagless vacuum cleaner that revolutionized home cleaning. But Dyson's wealth isn't just tied to his innovations. The family's impressive portfolio includes the Domaine de Rabel, a stunning vineyard and estate in the French Var region, acquired in 1999. In 2003, James invested $15 million in Dodington Park, a vast Georgian estate in South Gloucestershire, spanning 121 hectares. They also own a stylish home in Chelsea, London. The Dyson family's luxury extends to the high seas with the Narlin, a 91-meter yacht that was ranked as the 36th largest super yacht in the world in 2013 and is the largest British-flagged yacht. James has also invested in 2 Gulfstream G650 private jets and recently added an Augusta Westland AW139 helicopter to their fleet. On top of these assets, the family has been actively acquiring agricultural land across Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire and Lincolnshire. With a family net worth exceeding $26.6 billion, the Dysons enjoy a lifestyle marked by both technological innovation and impressive luxury. The British royal family. The British royal family is arguably the most famous family on the globe. According to the BBC, a staggering 5.1 billion people watched Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, highlighting their immense global reach. But their fame is matched by their incredible wealth. A major part of their fortune comes from the Crown Estate, which boasts an impressive value of $19.2 billion. This vast portfolio includes prime real estate in London and over 77,000 hectares of countryside, including the iconic Windsor Castle. Another key asset is the Duchy of Cornwall, valued at around $1.2 billion. Established in 1337, this estate encompasses properties across Britain and traditionally passes from the reigning monarch to the heir apparent. in this case from King Charles to Prince William. Additionally, the royal family's brand generates significant economic activity for the UK, contributing over $2 billion annually. Their association with royal warrants and their presence in television and media boost the value of related products and attract tourists worldwide. In total, the British royal family's wealth exceeds $30 billion, combining their real estate holdings, historical estates, and the economic impact of their global brand. The Hinduja family. Meet the Hinduja family, the wealthiest in the UK as of this video. At the helm is Srichand Parmanand Hinduja, a British businessman, investor, and philanthropist who chairs the Hinduja Group of companies, where he holds the largest stake. Since the 1990s, he is consistently ranked among the wealthiest individuals in both the UK and Asia. Srichand Hinduja rose to prominence in the 1980s by acquiring major companies like Ashok Leyland and Gulf Oil, cementing his status as one of India's top corporate magnates, alongside figures like Tata, Birla, and Ambani. His influence expanded further with the establishment of banks in Switzerland and India. In 2012, the Hinduja Group made headlines with a significant move, partnering with Gauss Mohammed Asif, JP Morgan, and former US Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson to acquire Houghton International, the world's largest manufacturer of metal fluids, for $1.5 billion. With a family fortune surpassing $31.7 billion, the Hindujas tops our list of the richest families in the UK. If you found this video entertaining and informative, be sure to hit that like button.